Beau, being the top competitor that he is, has to cheat to win like that.
Well, I would say I'm surprised, Kyle, but I'm not surprised. And there he is holding that foreign object, trying not to let the ref see it, but I
mean, that's where he's in. Beau knows the situation. He's in there with a guy that's bigger and stronger than him. He's got a rookie official. He knows what he's got to do.
Eddie Browning is not having any of this,
Eddie's
folks.
took exception to this. I mean, and I don't blame him. Eddie's a stand-up guy. I've known him for years.
Eddie getting into
she does not want to get in front of his face. I don't know if he'll punch a woman, but he may
got the
may slap
again.
a wall.
He's got it. Oh, and now Eddie's down. Eddie's down. This is not good, folks. Beau calling for Misty, and this is really something.
It's a shame. It's a shame. These two people deserve each other. They're so vile and disgusting. I can't stand either one of them.
And here he comes looking for the pile driver, maybe. Stevie Phillips comes in and he breaks it up.
Here we've got at R.W. Combs this great matchup between Eddie Browning and the King of Kingsport himself.
The King of Kingsport. I keep trying to figure out where Beau James got the nickname Handsome from. It must be from his wife Misty.
Hey now, don't be messing with Misty. She's got a brilliant mind of her own as well.
Sunset flip from Eddie Browning, but can he get him over?
There
he goes.
Nathan, that has to make her the Queen of Kingsport then.
I guess so. Oh, look at the East Tennessee forearm there from Beau James.
Eddie not looking good at all right now. Beau James he's got great control right now of this match.
Eddie using just whatever energy he's got left to get out from that maneuver right there from Beau James. Beau James' strikes are as strong as anyone's you will find in the nation, Anthony.
Of course, he's the King of Kingsport. All of his maneuvers are tough to the gut and will wear you down quickly.
Eddie Browning, folks, looking to make a comeback here.
Another 10 count here.
We'll see what happens. Eddie Browning making the comeback here, trying to get some, trying to get some offense in because we've seen a lot of Beau James here, and that's about it so far, Anthony.
Misty needs to insert herself. I'm going to call her the Queen of Kingsport.
Oh my goodness! Beau James just takes out the referee. Blatant, ladies and gentlemen. Did not even try to hide it. Is the referee okay?
He'll be fine. Beau James had to stop this offensive maneuvering by Eddie Browning here, the driller.
I think the referee is out cold, Anthony. And Eddie Browning back in control of this matchup, but I don't think anyone's here to count the pin if he manages to get the King of Kingsport down on the mat.
Well, Beau James didn't want to lose his spot in this tournament, so he had to do something. He couldn't control the offensive fury of Eddie Browning, and he had to do what he had to do, Nathan. He wants this belt in AMW to be the first ever champion.
Well, folks, here comes another referee right in time because Misty James looks like she's about to... And Beau James takes him out again. What do we have to do to get a fair match out of this East Tennessee Beau James?
Not looking good right now with these refs.
And here comes Misty. Oh my goodness. A low blow to the driller. And folks, they've got him right where they want him.
That's exactly where they need him. No referee saw that, so you can't disqualify him. This is going to favor Beau James now very heavily.
Somebody needs to get out here and get control of this. And
hey, don't put your hands on a woman.
She put her hands on him first.
That doesn't matter. You don't hit a woman.
And here comes another referee, and he needs to get Misty
out
of
this
this ring.
Get her out of there.
Oh my goodness. Eddie Browning has lost it, folks. He's absolutely lost it. Beau James and Misty James have, I don't blame him. They have totally came in here
sour grapes
and made a mockery of
sour
AMW.
Grapes. No, they haven't.
And the fans that have paid good money to see a wrestling match here tonight.
Oh, they're doing a great job right now. Even if Eddie was frustrated there with the referee, that is going to hurt him now but I like the strategy here of Misty and Beau James.
Folks, I mean, I'm not mistaken. Here comes Matty B trying to break this up. That's all the referees we've got on call tonight, Anthony. Somebody needs to get one of these refs up and get this match under control.
What's Matty B needs to get out of there. He has no business being out there.
He's trying to break this up. Voodoo Child Stevie Phillips trying to get their buddy in the corner, get it separated. And here comes ATM.
Got the great victory earlier tonight.
Folks, I realize that everybody here paid to see a wrestling match tonight, but make no bones about it. This is a fight, folks. This is an old school fist fight between two guys that just hate each other. This is no longer a wrestling match, and somebody needs to get control of this.
Ooh! What's Kyle Maggard doing in here, Nathan?
Look, he needs
to get out of the ring.
They're trying to get this under control. This is absolute madness.
He's trying to save his former partner there, the Island Boys, but they need to start beating. They've got it under control here, but they need to just start. Get in there, guys. ATM, start beating up on them.
Anthony, look, folks, we do not condone what Anthony is alleging here.
The driller put his hand on a woman.
He put his hand on a woman, but listen, this is a fight. This needs to be under control, folks, and somebody needs to get Beau out of the ring and Eddie out of the ring right now before this ends badly.
Somebody needs to revive the referee, let this match continue, because the AMW title here is at stake in this big tournament.
Well, I don't know what we're going to do with the tournament. I'm waiting on word from the AMW front offices right now to see what we're going to do with this, since there are no refs conscious on the roster right now.
They were out. Beau James took two of them out, and of course Eddie took one out, and that might have been his last chance there. He should have kept that referee in.
Folks, this has devolved into an old-fashioned brawl. That's the only thing I can use to describe it, is we've got a brawl on our hands.
You guys just saw a little bit of what ended with the main event here in Happy, Kentucky, R.W. Combs. Man, I've never seen a fight like that, and we're trying to track down handsome Beau James right now to see exactly what transpired. Beau.
Listen, baby, they was just rude and disrespectful. That's all they were. They was throwing stuff at you. Don't worry about that. Even the promotion tried to throw 10 guys at you.
They couldn't stop me.
They couldn't stop
They
me.
couldn't stop me. Come right here, Nathan. They threw Eddie Browning at me. They threw Kyle Maggard. They sent the whole dressing room, both dressing rooms out there. And who's still here standing? They sent Eddie Browning, the driller, the pride of East Kentucky. They sent the East Kentucky battalion after this Tennessee stallion, and here I stand. Eddie Browning, you and I have a long, long history. Almost 20 years of beating each other up all across the country. People are afraid to come into your back door. I came right here to East Kentucky. Happy, they like to call this place. There's nothing happy about East Kentucky. The place is depressed. The people are depressing. The only good thing about coming over here is I get to slap around some hillbillies. You're looking at the monarch of the mountains. You're looking at the #1 man in the Appalachians. You're looking at the king of Kingsport, Tennessee, a name that I got by beating the top stars, Hall of Famers, legends, world champions. And Eddie Browning, your name is on that list too. I have knocked you out. You have taken everything that I could throw at you, and you keep coming. But I have taken everything that you can throw at me, and here I stand, running my big mouth. Chavis, November 3rd. Let's finish it. Let's end it. 20 years worth of hatred. 20 years worth of battles. 20 years is too long. November 3rd, right there at the school, I am going to take this fist and I am going to run it down your throat. And when you're down on the ground, I am going to walk up and down your body because I can. And when I get done with you, whatever's left, Misty's just going to grind right in the mat. Now you need to leave us alone.
He's cheated so much, and now he's looking to cheat some more. Eddie Browning just cannot get a fair shake, and now Eddie Browning not paying attention, and Beau James gets him right in the kidney with that foreign object. You can't trust him, folks. You can't trust him. Folks, before this match started, the refs took away Beau James's patented leather whip, and he will get that whip back after their match in Hyman, a bullwhip on a pole match, and Eddie Browning is not looking forward to possibly getting whipped by that whip a second time. Again at Chavy's, he took it. Beau came out with that whip and really gave it to Eddie. But Eddie Browning doesn't back down from a fight, and all he wants is another shot at Beau James, and he'll take it however he gets it, no matter what the circumstance. Eddie is just trying to get a fair fight out of Beau. You'd think if these two were to fight man-to-man, fair and square, that Eddie would have just as good a shot as Beau does. But Beau always looking to get that upper hand by whatever means possible. Eddie Browning with a kick to the gut of the King of Kingsport, and another, and now he's throwing punches, folks. Beau James really on the defense now after really having his way for most of the match with the help of a foreign object. Eddie Browning really laying into him. The ref gets in to get in between them, and Eddie Browning, that's the second time he has put his hands on a ref, thanks to Beau James just being in his head. And now Eddie grabs the foreign object from Beau, threatening to hit him with it, folks. Referee Chris Allen still stunned right now. Grabs Eddie, folks. Eddie's got it in his hand. What's going to happen here? Referee Chris Allen calling for the bell. Again, Eddie Browning did not hit Beau James in the head with this like Beau was acting like it. But Chris Allen didn't see it. All he sees is Eddie Browning with the object in his hand, Beau in the ring acting like he's hit. And the referee really, he just put 2 and 2 together and tried to come up with 4. And what that means for Eddie Browning tonight, folks, is another loss.
Guys, the action didn't stop there with these two. We have raw viewer footage from the cell phone of these two in Hyman later on in the week. You don't want to miss this. Here it is.
Josiah here, signed for November 24th, Thanksgiving Turmoil at the Sherman East Athletic Center in Hazard, Kentucky, a tire and feather match. And I'm here with Misty James and Beau James.
I've heard Eddie Browning talking about how he's tired of Misty James. Well, let me explain something to you, Eddie Browning. If you're going to go through this life stupid, you better be tough. And you have shown both. You are stupid because you just keep coming back. But you've also proven to me many times over the last 2 decades that you're as tough as they come. But here's what I'm looking at. I have beat you up in Buckhorn. I've beat you up in Chavies. I beat you up over there on the top of that mountain where that crooked basketball team's at. I beat you in Hindman, Kentucky. I whipped you like a dog over and over and over, and you keep coming back. So now, if I can't knock you down and keep you down, I'm going to embarrass you where you have to leave. Thanksgiving night, Hazard, Kentucky, and I could think of a whole lot of better places to be on Thanksgiving night, like right here in East Tennessee. Our anniversary is Thanksgiving night. 10 years anniversary. We're going to spend it in Hazard, Kentucky, over here seeing how the other half lives. Eddie Browning, they're going to call you the hen of Hazard when we get done with you, when we tar and feather you, when I humiliate you right there in front of your uncle, right there in front of your grandma, your grandpa, all your ugly, illegitimate kids, all your ugly cousins, and everybody else in Perry County. Thanksgiving night, it comes to a head. Thanksgiving night, it comes to an end. Thanksgiving night, we're going to laugh as you lay there covered in tar and feather, and there's not going to be one feather put on her. There's not going to be one feather put on me and anybody else that gets in our way, like Clinton Stacy, who keeps sticking his nose in our business. We're going to tar and feather you too if you'd like to come down there. Thanksgiving night, eat your bologna sandwiches like you do every year. Eat those instant mashed potatoes. Get down there early. Wave at Eddie Browning, blow him kisses, whatever you want to do, because we're going to humiliate him. It's the last night you see him. Hazard, Kentucky, your backyard. We're coming to end this once and for all.
That's Beau James and Misty James. Thursday night, Thanksgiving. We'll see you at the Sherman East Athletic Center. Josiah signed for AMW Thanksgiving night at the Sherman East Athletic Center in Hazard, Kentucky. It will be a tar and feather match between Eddie Browning and Beau James, and I am here currently with Eddie Browning.
You know, Anthony, you're right. We have signed a tar and feather match between Eddie Browning and Beau James. But what you're not telling everyone is Beau James has come in and he's wanted to add the stipulation of if Eddie Browning gets beat, he leaves the state of Kentucky. Let me tell you something though, Beau. Also, if I beat you, the little woman that you've been bringing to the ring, the one that's been sticking her nose in everywhere that we've been, if I beat you, Beau James, she's also getting a tar and feather. So listen, Beau James, Thanksgiving night, you're going to be traipsing back to Tennessee, both of you, with your tail feathers in the wind.
November 24th, Thanksgiving night at the Sherman East Athletic Center in Hazard, Kentucky.